An Israeli court has ordered that a 6-year-old boy who survived a cable car crash in Italy be returned to his relatives there amid a bitter custody battle between them and his family in Israel. The court declared today that Eitan Biran must be returned to the place of his normal residence in Italy and ordered his grandfather, who had flown the boy to Israel against the wishes of his family members in Italy, to pay around $20,000, £14,500, in expenses and lawyers' fees. Eitan's parents and younger sibling were among the 14 people killed in May when a cable car slammed into a mountainside in northern Italy and has been the focus of a custody battle between his maternal grandparents in Israel and his paternal relatives in Italy. Eitan's paternal relatives say he was taken without their knowledge and had filed a legal complaint in Italy seeking his return. An Israeli judge concluded today that Eitan's relocation to Israel was unlawful and violated the guardianship rights of Eitan Biran, his paternal aunt in Italy, to whom the boy will be returned. Eitan's grandfather, Shmulik Beleg, has defended his decision to spirit the boy away, saying it was in the child's best interests. He drove Eitan to Switzerland without the other relatives' knowledge before flying him back to Israel. Eitan and his parents were living in Italy at the time of the accident, and after his release from a Turin hospital following weeks of treatment, Italian juvenile court officials ruled the child would live with a paternal aunt, Eitan Biran, near Pavia, in northern Italy. In a Monday's ruling, Judge Ira Silatovich-Siegel, of the Tel Aviv Family Court, said Eitan's residence was in Italy, where his family moved when he was only a month old. She concluded that his relocation to Israel was unlawful and violated the guardianship rights of his aunt. The judge also called on the family to reconcile, saying there is supreme importance in focusing on the medical and emotional condition of the minor and giving him the support, treatment and embrace he needs following the tragedy that befell him and his family. Eitan's paternal relatives welcomed the ruling in a statement, saying there are no victors and no vanquished, no winners and no losers. There is only Eitan. All that we ask now is that Eitan returns home quickly, to friends and to school, to his family and especially to the therapeutic and educational frameworks that he needs. Meanwhile, the boy's maternal family in Israel said it plans to appeal the decision. The court ruling dealt only with the issue of how Eitan was taken out of Italy, without considering what was best for his future, they said in a statement. Sadly, the options and solutions that were raised regarding the minor's connection with both families were not fully exhausted, they said. The family is determined to continue to fight in all possible ways for the good of Eitan, his well-being, and his right to grow up in Israel as his parents wished. The case has stirred emotions in Israel, with some pro-Beleg protesters insisting it was wrong to send a Jewish child out of Israel. Eitan and his parents, Eitan Biran and Tal Peleg, had been living in Italy, where Eitan Biran was studying medicine, together with their other child, Dom. Eitan suffered severe chest and abdominal injuries and spent a week in intensive care after the May accident that occurred when a cable snapped on the aerial tram bringing weekend visitors to the top of the Piedmont region's Mater 1 mountain. The accident was one of Italy's worst in over 2 decades.